Hi everyone, this is Erin from Red Buffalo Coffee in Silverthorne, Colorado. We hope you're weathering your isolation period with positivity and happiness and just trying to take advantage and appreciate the great things you have in your life. And for me right now, that's still having access to really good coffee. We figured while you're at home, why not figure out some tips to make some really good coffee for you? I have a pour over ready today. We're gonna go over just some of the tips to the trade that we usually go through. One thing that's most important, because I like to think of coffee as science, is keeping your variables consistent. Your variables are all the things that affect your coffee and the brew and the outcome. So I'm going to keep my water temperature the same, and at our altitude it's 190 degrees. If you're at sea level, it's 212 degrees. I'm going to say Fahrenheit there because bear with me, I'm going to move over to the metric system pretty soon. So I have that, but one of the things that really make your brew different every time is your coffee to water ratio. Every brew method uses a different coffee to water ratio, and even your own taste might want something different. The different origin of bean, how it was roasted, all those other variables might influence your water to coffee ratio. So today I'm working with my favorite. It's our Ethiopian coffee from Silver Canyon Roasters. They're down in Boulder, great company. And I really love this one because it's got great florally notes to it. But I'm gonna make myself an 8-ounce pour over. And here's where I'm gonna just get really fun and move over to the metric system. And Chris is gonna follow me here as you follow note. I have an 8-ounce cup of water, or that's gonna be what I want, and I'm gonna wanna put it into coffee. Well, I'm gonna round up here because 8 ounces, 1 ounce is roughly 30 grams or milliliters in exchange. So right here then, my 8-ounce cup is going to equal 240 milliliters of liquid. So when I deal with this coffee, this Ethiopian, I generally want a 1:15 ratio of coffee to water. So what that means now is I take my 240's outcome, divide it by 15, and I get 16. So it's 16 grams of coffee to 240 milliliters of water. I know that sounds like a lot, but once you do it this way, everything's so much easier because grams and milliliters are interchangeable in the metric system. So here, I already have my weighed out 16 grams of Ethiopian coffee. And I've ground this a little for the finer side because again, keeping all my variables the same, I want my brew time to be about 3 minutes. So I'm gonna get my pour over here. I'm gonna zero out its weight. I already have my water here. It's at 290 degrees, maybe a little cooler, maybe 285 right now. And this should be my 16 grams. It's a little short right now because that must mean that I had a little bit still left in the grinder. So make sure you purge your grinder all the way. So I'm gonna just deal with this one. There's my 16. And now we're gonna pour water. The first bit I do, I just pour about 100 milliliters because I want it to bloom. What that means is it's gonna grow a little bit. It's gonna let some of those gases escape. Why it's important to use fresh coffee is because those gases add life to your coffee. It's like if you didn't have gas to your coffee, it'd be like having no gas in your beer. It's a flat beer. No one wants that. So now, because I want to get to 240 as my liquid and 15 grams of coffee, I'm going to bring this up to about 255 grams right here. I'm at 266. I want a little over. You can do that. No one's going to be upset about it. And now it's going to slowly extract from our start time to now. It might be a little fast. That's where you're going to play with your grind size, make it finer to make it slower, coarser to make it faster. And that's one of my steps for making a really good pour over coffee at home. So remember, milliliters is a great way to work in, but if you can't remember that, keep everything else equal each time. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll have another one soon.